Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, as I'm sure you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about all of my designer handbags. Designer goods, because there's a card case and a wallet in here too, but mostly handbags. And embarrassingly, only one of these bags I bought for myself because my family's way too generous, and that makes me sound like a spoiled brat, but I like to think I'm spoiled but not a brat. But we'll talk about this as we go on, but designer handbags are just something I've always really valued. I don't spend as much money on my clothes and shoes and stuff like that, but I think handbags and jewelry are something that you can have a long time, and I just feel like it's worth it. It has a lot of value to me. So let's get into it. We're gonna start with my very first. Also, can we admire my nails? I mean, so this I got when I was in about the 8th grade from my grandparents, and this was at the same time when Murakami, like the designs on the LV bags were really big. The little white bag with the multicolored, oh my god, I wanted that bag so bad. But I think even back then I knew that that wasn't something that was gonna look good or be in years from now, even though they're so coming back right now. Like, they're literally back in style right now, but it took a while. But this is just a very classic wallet. It's well loved. I don't really use this anymore, but it's one I would never get rid of because it was kind of my gateway drug into the designer bag world. So yeah. And ironically, all of these are going to go in order of designer, even though I'm going chronologically, because I guess I go through phases of like what designers I like. So my next up was also from my grandparents, and it was a law school graduation gift. They got me 2 of these, just so generous. And this is the Pochette Favorite MM bag by Louis Vuitton in the damier print. And I honestly wish more designers did a bag like this. I think this is one of the most practical crossbody bags in existence. It's because of its pochette shape, you can fit a lot in it because it kind of poofs out on the side, as you can see. I love this deep burgundy color on the inside. It has a magnetic snap closure. This chain right here you can either tuck in or leave it out. I think that's supposed to make it a little more nighttimey, but then it's great honestly as like just a crossbody bag when you're traveling, because why I love this magnetic clasp is it's not as difficult to unzip or unbutton. It's so easy, but you still have the security of a bag that clasps all the way. And a lot of people don't realize that with LV products, most of them in their classic kind of damier or monogram print, it's actually canvas. So this wears really well. It doesn't, I mean, this, you can tell by the gold plate on here how worn this bag is, yet the fabric honestly looks pretty flawless. And you'll see that I treat my bags I just wear them so much that I kind of wear them to death. But even the strap on this is the straps are leather, and that's even in amazing shape. So I think this is a great bag overall if you're going to make an LV purchase. Next up, again, I swear we're going to get to some other designers, but this is the neveRFULL GM size. So the biggest one they make, I believe, or at least it was at the time I got it. And this is a big daddy, big boy, thick man. Like, he fits a lot. This is actually the ideal bag for, you know, when airlines tell you can have a personal item and really you just want to fit all your crap in it so you don't have to pay the extra fee. Like, you can fit a weekend worth of clothes in this and your toiletries. It's big. It's great for a laptop. It's a great work bag. Again, I use the crap out of this, and you really wouldn't even, I mean, it has wear, but as hard, the place that has the worst wear, which is really bad, is it has cracks around here in the leather. And honestly, that probably shouldn't have happened, considering that, I mean, how much these bags cost. And there's some cracking all around. But again, I do use my bags pretty hard. I love the red inside. It comes with this, all of the neveRFULLs come with this that you can clip on or leave off. And wow, I just went to space for a second. You can even take this out as a clutch, you know? It's like, it's honestly It fits a little less than this because it doesn't expand as much, but it looks bigger. All right, so those are all my Louis Vuittons. And, you know, I think the neveRFULL is a great bag. But the issue I have with this, because I'm like this, everyone has this bag, and sometimes I don't like wearing it because everyone has this bag. Like, I've been letting my mom use this one for a while now because she gets more use out of it than I do at the moment. But now that I think about it, like, I wouldn't really want to get rid of this bag because it is just such a classic, versatile workhorse bag. So my next one was a Christmas present, and I actually cried when I got this bag. And actually, before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit more about, you know, I was saying earlier how I wanted that little LV with the white. I mean, I have just been a handbag hoe for as long as I can remember. I had that little Coach bag that everyone loved. I had so many Coach bags. I was 100% that bitch, had my little Louis Vuitton and my Coach bag, thought I was the shit because of that bag. I mean, I didn't think I was the shit in any other aspect of my life. I was not a shred cool at all, but like, when I put that purse on, I was like, I'm Lauren Conrad, basically. So, just to give you some history, that I really have always loved designer bags. My grandma has this like classic Chanel flat bag, and I will honestly sometimes just ask to see that bag and like just admire it because the workmanship of it. Okay, I sound like a freak. Moving on. So, this was a Christmas present, and this was like, I think after my first year of working, and I just wanted like a boss bitch bag. I wanted to feel like I was a lawyer. Let's, you know, in most aspects of my life, I'm not really like a lawyer. So that's where this bag came in. I literally cried when I got this bag. I just think it is so gorgeous. I'm gonna put the price per wear on this bag because I kid you not, I have used this bag every day of my life since I got it for Christmas, I believe 4 years ago. I'll figure that out and I'm gonna do the price per. It's gotta be pennies at this point. But I do have issues with it. Can we observe the straps? They are ripped to shreds, literally. The symbol on the front that used to say Saint Laurent, this rubbed off in a couple months. The metal piece still looks pretty good, and I love this bag, like, but I mean, if you're as hard on bags as me, you might want to go with a canvas bag instead of a soft leather bag that gets scratched easily. But again, I'm just so hard on bags, and considering what I put this through, you know, it could be worse. And like the neveRFULL, it also comes with an insert. It's smaller, but it has the little Saint Laurent, and it attaches to the inside of the bag. So again, I was on a Saint Laurent kick at this time. So for the next Christmas, I got this puppy. Now this bag is tiny. This bag is the reason that I don't have an iPhone Plus, because it doesn't fit. That's how dedicated I am to this bag, even all these years later. Like, I love it. It's the blogger bag. I don't know if I said that already. What drew me to this bag is I think it's the perfect casual to formal crossbody. Because it doesn't have a chain strap, which so many of the crossbodies do, I think it lends itself a little better to being a daytime bag, and the tassel too. But I feel like this is the perfect like dress up, dress down. I just love this bag. This is in the dark gray color, which is probably hard to tell on camera, but it's definitely lighter than my East-West tote. So this, again, it actually fits surprisingly a lot for how small it is, but the problem with the phone is it's just too long to fit in it. So you can fit a lot of things as long as they're not longer than the bag, because it can stretch pretty far. And here's a little size comparison. We can put like this in here. You know, that fits perfect. Like, it's super easy to put a card case or a little wallet in there. So, because I'm a psychopath, just kidding, I'm not, but because I'm crazy, I bought this for myself in the nude color. It's the same exact bag. That's how much I love that bag. Love it to this day. I still use these all the time. And let's talk about that for a second. I bought this on eBay, and it's definitely authentic. I guess I kind of know bags well enough where I can generally kind of tell. Obviously you can still get scammed on eBay, but I felt comfortable that this was an authentic piece, and I got this for about $600, which at the time this was retailing for $9.95. So, you know, a couple $100 off. And every other piece, when my parents or grandparents buy it for me, they've always bought it from the store directly. These were all from the Louis Vuitton store. My other YSL bags were from the Saint Laurent store, and what I'm going to show you was also from Gucci's store. But I actually advise against that. I think it's great to buy designer bags secondhand, eBay, Poshmark, stuff like that. I mean, again, you might be taking a little bit of a risk, but eBay, from my experience, protects the buyer a lot. So, you know, I think if you got a bag that was advertised as authentic and it wasn't, they'd probably protect you on it. Don't quote me on that, but I've had good experience with them in the past. And I've had really bad experiences with trying to return stuff to the Saint Laurent store. They have incredibly tight, strict return what is that called? Return policies. So I just advise, again, especially now that places like Nordstrom that have notoriously good customer service sell brands like Gucci and Saint Laurent, I think you're better off buying them through them. Or another site I really recommend is Essence, SSENSE. It's a Canadian-based brand, and I know, at least for me in Florida, there's no sales tax when you buy from them, and a lot of times they have bags that go on sale. And buying online, you can use, you know, Ebates sometimes to get extra off if you're buying off of Saks or Neiman or something like that. So I would recommend against buying in store, but that's just my 2 cents on that. So lastly, we have Gucci. This I got for Christmas last year, like 2000, and by last year I mean like 2017. And it's the Gucci card holder in red. And again, I feel like this was a great gift. These cost $250. If you want to splurge on someone and spoil them, this is so cute, and it fits in all of my bags. I love that I can just transfer it in between each bag I'm using, and it's held, again, everything I use has a lot of wear, especially on the corners. I feel like that's where it gets affected the most. But getting it in a color like this is a little more forgiving than if you get it in like a white or something like that. Even a black would be even better. It is that soft leather. It's not the caviar pebbled kind that I know YSL does a lot of their card holders in, but I still think it's held up pretty well, considering it's another piece that I've worn every single day since I've got it. And my most recent one is, I actually keep this one in its dust bag, trying to be responsible. This little wallet on a chain from Gucci. I love how subtle this one is, and just sleek, classic. I definitely feel like this is just a bag that I know I can use for years and years and years, and it's just classic. It has a little mirror right there. It's not super roomy. Sometimes I actually do take, even though this fits in here perfectly fine, sometimes with my phone it can be a little thick. So I sometimes do like to take my cards out and put them in the holders. And this, like the LV Favorite, has a little, well, it's not magnetic, but it's a snap closure flap. So far I really love this bag. It has a little bit of that sturdier leather than, you know, something like the Blogger bag, which is very smooth. I can't remember if this is lambskin or calfskin, but yes, it's definitely very soft. But again, even though this is a lighter color bag and I literally put it through hell, I still think it's holding up pretty well. I forgot to mention that the chain on this Gucci is detachable, so you can use it as a clutch. So that is everything. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you in my next video. Oh, and please subscribe. I would love to get to 100 subscribers. So if you could please maybe hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe below. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, bye.